Dear Diary, may the energy from this week bring many blessings to the weeks coming after. Welcome back to another week of my Creatives Audio and Visual Diary. In Diary, I don't know, if you're looking for some misery, you're going to have to find somebody else to keep company with because I have another great week for you. I started this week off with some celebrations. Layla ended her first year of middle school, fifth grade, which sidebar, fifth grade was a major year for me, like for identity, for social constructs, like it was major. And in this household, we find ending the school year successfully with great grades a major accomplishment. Because to be honest with you, Diary, school is hard. Like, let's think back to being a kid for just 2 seconds. It was a lot. And my daughter is living a life that my husband and I are very new to. Like in fifth grade, it was her first year of school ball. So she had to juggle going to practice every day and her homework and testing well and all of these things. And it was the first year for school sports, period. She played tennis in the fall. So it's like it was a lot of new things happening, a large adjustment going from elementary school to the middle school curriculums and rigor. So, like, yes, we're going to celebrate this and we're going to celebrate it big. So, we asked her where she wanted to go, and she said she wanted to go to her favorite restaurant, well, one of her favorite restaurants, which is Found in Farmers in King of Prussia. So, we took her straight up there. And before we got to this day, a few weeks ago, we was chatting about like who her favorite players were. And she mentioned that one of her favorite players is Courtney Williams. Keep that in mind and let's pause for words from Dad.
You have overachieved. You set goals, you accomplished them, and then you also did it with great style, character, and just awesome and awesome personality. We're super proud of you for the success that you've had this year, and you're killing it. Like, let's go. So we have a gift for you to celebrate fifth grade year.
So, as one of her gifts, we grabbed her a Courtney Williams Minnesota Lynx jersey. And it was just in the effort to not only honor who one of her favorite players is, but also we're building out a wall in her room that has like her championship t-shirts, medals, and such. But it also has things like Asia Wilson's jersey and posters like from other WNBA players. So it's just a visual aid to aid in her, moving towards her dreams and being on that journey and path of wanting to be an elite basketball player, right? So adding this to the collection was so sweet for us because Courtney Williams got that dog in her. And for Layla to be able to see that jersey on a daily as a reminder to give it all when you're on the court is, great for us. Our second celebration was for the other half of the Lock twins, our babe Savannah, aka Sam. She graduated from fifth grade, which her school starts middle school in sixth grade. So she's a new middle schooler, and we went to go celebrate her at her graduation, which was so sweet. Sam had a great, talking piece to be able to reflect on her whole class's fifth grade year and introduced it for everybody else to give their sentiments. It was just a great ceremony to witness. I loved every bit of it. Dear Diary, moving into the weekend, I definitely wanted to use Friday to chillax a little bit because, yes, Diary, we have another tournament weekend. This one about the same distance away as Wildwood and Atlantic City and all of those. This one was in Spooky Nuke, which is a really big hub for sports in our area for competing at the highest levels. A lot of the great circuits like the NYBLs and our Puma Circuit and the select events and all these great organizations for youth sports come through Spooky Nuke. So that was our plan for the weekend. So of course on Friday I'm like, let's get a little bit of rest. Like these high energy, fully packed weekends are nothing to play with. They are hard on the body, so you have to respect the body and prepare for them. Saturday's schedule for the tournament was not bad. We had a 9 a.m. game, which Yes, first Saturday. That is pretty early because the location is about an hour and a half away from our home. So we had to get up, 6:30 on a Saturday, yuck, to make sure that no, we had to get up at 6 because we had to make sure that we were there a half an hour before the game to warm up. And just sometimes they start the games early, so you just want to be there within that window. So we had a 9 a.m. game, and then we had a 1:30 game. And then after that, we had the rest of our short afternoon to, I guess, rest and such. The girls did go 2-0 on this day. They competed really well. They were moving that ball. A lot of the girls, not a lot of the girls, but the team was playing together, which was a big criticism of the team that we had a lot of point guards. We had a lot of girls that were used to being the girl, but they played together. They played their roles today, and it was successful. They went 2-0, and we are in a great position on Saturday to move into Sunday to possibly be in the championship. Spooky Nuke was also an interesting facility for Maurice and I to visit because it repositions some of the things that we want and some of the dreams that we have back into our purview. So Spooky Nuke is like this huge sports complex, right? But it also has a hotel connected to it in such a way that you can go from the hotel to the sports facility like back and forth, like it's literally connected. But also they have like, you know food court, they have an arcade, they have like over 100 courts. It's a beautiful thought out facility, and it made me and Maurice think like, wow, we really need to go back into our manifesting, planning, and organizing bag to really get back into this because Maurice wants his sports facility. I want hotels and places of entertainment and such. And I was like, wow, this might be a good concept for us to really put into our manifesting bag. Now, day two, Sunday, was a long one. Our first game was at the early hour of 8 a.m., and we did not stay overnight. We drove back home. So we had to get up early, 5:30, and make sure that we were there a half an hour early, which we achieved. In our second game, if we won an 8 a.m. game, which we totally did, smashed it, blowout, wasn't until 3:35. So now we're just wandering, right? Looking for food. We're in the arcade. We're watching the games on the Elite Prime side. Like, we're doing everything to pass the time because this is a huge gaping hole. It's so funny because when I was at the tournament, I'm just like scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, and I see a post about like when you have a game at 8 a.m. and the next one's not till 3. And I'm like, wow, you must be observing my life. Dear Diary, the girls played like little fifth and fourth grade pros. Like when I tell you they came together so well, it was so impressive. But I think the most impressive thing about it is that not only did they play well and they were so great, I think that they were able to prove to themselves and see that their skill is so much above and advanced than their other, peers in their age groups. Like it was the skill was they were outskilling and outmatching these girls by so much so that the referees, which were trash across the board for this tournament, like trash, give them 0 out of 10, like meet me outside in the parking lot, they were trying to like give calls to the other team to try to like offset the game. And it's like, yo, like they're going to lose and badly. Like let's just cut this right now. Also, side note, my other criticism of this tournament was all of the coverage and like limelight was on the other side for like the prime high school teams. And I feel like if all of these teams are paying the same amount to be in this tournament and we're not getting any coverage playing on shitty floors where they're playing on hardwood floors, getting all the clips on Instagram and such, like something gotta give. The fifth grade girlies are balling and balling hard. Y'all gotta give them some light and some coverage and encourage them in this space. As long as my family is in this space, I'm going to continue to advocate for the girls because they deserve to shine. They've been working hard and they deserve equal and fair treatment, if not more. We definitely need to show up for the girls. Until next time, Diary.